How to read the room at work and anywhere. Most people think reading the room is about being slick, charming, or manipulative. It's not. Reading the room is about awareness of people, power, emotion, context, and risk. It's about understanding what is actually happening beneath words, so you can make smarter decisions, avoid unnecessary conflict, and move forward with clarity instead of confusion. If you've ever said, "I didn't realize that would upset people. I thought that meeting went well. Apparently it didn't. I spoke up at the wrong time. I feel like I keep missing something." This video is for you. By the end, you won't just read the room. You'll know how to enter a room, observe it, adjust to it, and move through it effectively, at work and anywhere. Reading the room does not mean guessing people's thoughts. It means noticing signals, verbal and nonverbal, and interpreting them responsibly. There are 4 layers to every room: the spoken layer, what people say; the emotional layer, how people feel; the power layer, who has influence; the context layer, what's really at stake. Most people only pay attention to the first layer, words. That's why they misread situations. Example: imagine you're in a meeting and your manager says, "That's an interesting idea. On the surface, that sounds positive." But reading the room means noticing tone of voice, body language, who else is present, whether the conversation moves forward or shifts away. Sometimes interesting means, "I don't agree, but I don't want to embarrass you." Reading the room is about learning to hear what's being said and what isn't. People often say, "I don't care what others think." That sounds brave, but it's also risky in real life. At work, reading the room affects promotions, trust, influence, conflict, reputation, opportunities. Outside of work, it affects relationships, friendships, respect, boundaries. You don't read the room to please people. You read it so you can navigate reality intelligently. Think of it like this. You wouldn't drive blindfolded, so don't operate socially blindfolded either. Whenever you enter a room, whether it's a meeting, a party, or a conversation, scan for 3 things. 1. Energy. Ask yourself, is the room tense, relaxed, rushed, or distracted? If people look stressed, don't crack jokes immediately. If people look bored, don't give a long speech. If people look rushed, get to the point fast. Your job is to match the energy before changing it. 2. Power dynamics. Look for who speaks most, who interrupts others, who do people defer to. Power isn't always the person with the title. Sometimes it's the person everyone listens to. Before speaking, understand. Who carries weight in this room? 3. Unspoken rules. Every space has hidden rules. Who is allowed to challenge ideas? Who is expected to stay quiet? What topics are sensitive? You don't break rules you don't understand. Here are 3 big mistakes that cause people to misread rooms. Mistake number 1, talking too much, observing too little. If you speak before you understand the room, you may say the wrong thing. Rule of thumb, listen first, speak second. Mistake number 2, assuming all rooms are the same. You may be confident in one setting and awkward in another. That doesn't mean you're bad at reading rooms. It means the context changed. Different environments require different behavior. Mistake number 3, taking everything personally. Sometimes the room is tense, not because of you, but because of deadlines, pressure, or past conflicts you weren't part of. Don't internalize every shift in mood. How to read the room in meetings. Here's a practical method. Step 1. Observe before speaking. Watch body language. Who leans in? Who shuts down? Step 2. Ask neutral questions. Instead of saying, I think you're wrong, say, can you help me understand your perspective? Step 3. Align before disagreeing. If you must challenge an idea, start with, I see what you're saying, and I'm thinking about this differently. That shows respect while maintaining your voice. How to read the room in social settings. At a party, networking event, or gathering. Notice, are people in small groups or one big conversation? Are jokes welcome or is the mood serious? If you're unsure, follow this rule. Be warm, curious, and observant, not loud. Confidence doesn't need to be flashy. When to speak versus stay quiet. Ask yourself 3 questions before speaking. Will this add clarity? Will this improve the situation? Is this the right moment? If the answer is no, stay quiet. Silence is not weakness. Strategic silence is power. Reading the room isn't about being perfect. It's about being aware. When you learn to read the room, you reduce misunderstandings, increase influence, build trust, avoid unnecessary conflict, move with confidence. You stop reacting and start responding. You don't need to change who you are to read the room. You just need to learn how to see clearly before you act. If this helped you, like, comment, and share, and tell me, what situation do you struggle to read the room in most?